Yup, this ghetto thug, DiJonai Carrington on your screen, she cannot play another WNBA game ever again. This ghetto thug you see on your screen, DiJonai Carrington, posted white privilege and tagged the Indiana Fever after she got ejected after raking Sophie Cunningham across the head. When you can literally injure yourself and get injured in multiple ways, DiJonai Carrington raked Sophie Cunningham across the head.
Nobody expected the WNBA to blow up like this, but here we are, and honestly, it's hard to look away. We're talking about a jaw-dropping on-court blow-up during the Fever vs. Sky game on August 8, 2026, and the internet is completely losing it right now. This wasn't just rough play. This was months of built-up tension finally exploding live in front of millions of viewers. A brutal flagrant foul, a wild white privilege accusation posted online seconds later, and a head coach's reaction that fans are already calling a total betrayal. To make things even messier, Caitlin Clark somehow got hit with a random technical foul that almost triggered an automatic suspension completely out of nowhere. So what actually kicked this off? Why did DeWanna Bonner go after Sophie Cunningham like that? What's the real story nobody's talking about? Stick around, because we're breaking down every second of this chaos. And trust me, you don't want to miss how this unfolds. Let's get into it. Early in the first quarter, in what would end up being a lopsided 90-86 win for Indiana, Sophie Cunningham grabbed a loose ball and took off on a fast break toward the rim. That's when everything changed.
Be real. How many black races are there in the WNBA? Seems like a bunch that just can't stand white folks. Just can't stand white folks. At all. At all. She was ejected from the game. It was a flagrant 2. The refs got it right. Don't worry. They'd fuck that up later. I mean, I can't give them credit. How about this, folks? This is me, yours truly. Follow me on the Twitter, @Rhodes How about this, folks? Quote, white privilege with your blonde hair. Yeah, culturally appropriating Sophie Cunningham's...
Out of nowhere, the Chicago Sky's DiJonai Carrington came flying in from behind, and this was no ordinary hard foul. Carrington closed the distance fast and caught Cunningham square in the head and neck, sending her crashing to the floor midair. The layup somehow dropped in, but nobody cared about that. All eyes were on the hit itself, and it looked brutal. Cunningham wasn't backing down either. She popped up instantly, marched straight at Carrington, and shoved her before teammates rushed in to pull them apart. Officials headed to the monitor, and once they reviewed the replay, there was no debate left. Clear windup, clear impact, clear follow-through. It was upgraded to a flagrant 2, and Carrington was tossed from the game immediately. So why did this happen? A lot of people are pointing to the bigger picture here. Cunningham has become Indiana's go-to enforcer this season, always stepping in whenever someone plays too physical with Caitlin Clark. That tension had been building for weeks. After the game, Cunningham didn't hold back. She said flat out that she believed the hit was intentional. She admitted she barely knows Carrington and has no personal issue with her, but suspects there's something deeper going on. Her exact words: she's not letting anyone do that to her, and she believes Carrington did it for attention. But here's the thing, the ejection wasn't even the biggest story of the night. Minutes later, things escalated into something way bigger. Carrington reportedly grabbed her phone in the locker room and posted 2 words that lit the internet on fire: white privilege, tagging the Indiana Fever directly.
White privilege that you just made up. This fantasy that you made up, right? This girl is actually insane in the mind, man. But anyways, if that wasn't unprofessional enough, let's go ahead and dive into some more things regarding DiJonai Carrington and look at her track record. So it all started with Sophie Cunningham going on a fast break right here. DiJonai Carrington rakes her across the head. And then they start getting into it.
Right away in the aftermath.
Wait for the replay.
And Cunningham
just a dirty foul across the head.
Has to be separated.
Can't believe this is white privilege.
As both teams will head to their benches.
Talking about white privilege, man. They're gonna show the replay. Look at her. This is the face of somebody who thinks they're never the problem. This is the face of somebody who thinks it's the world's fault and never their fault. This is the face of a woman who never looks in the mirror. And obviously when she looks in the mirror, she doesn't like what she sees. So she has to smack makeup on every game. Sorry, I had to go there.
Sophie Cunningham comes down, gets her right.
I mean, you can't look at yourself. Can you look at, how you gonna look at the world? If you can't even look at yourself, how you gonna look at the world? She hates what she sees when she looks in the mirror.
I think that is going to be a flagrant too. There is wind up, there is follow.
And she knew she did bad. Look at this, raked across the head. Boom, like come on, man. Like come on. At some point, like when is she going to be jobless? I just want to know. Is she going to have to take a player's career out? Is she going to have to end someone's career before her career ends? I want to know, Kathy. I want to know, Adam Silver, what we doing? Because at this point,
This blew right past the league's usual process and turned into a full-blown public firestorm about race. When reporters asked Cunningham about the post, she shut it down fast. This has nothing to do with race, she said plainly. She even brought up her own past, reminding everyone she got ejected for something similar last season and owned it completely. Her point was simple. There was no reason to bring race into this at all. But then came the twist nobody saw coming, and it left Fever fans furious. You'd think when your player takes a shot to the neck like that, the coach comes out swinging in her defense. Instead, Indiana's head coach Stephanie White basically sided with the other team. She told reporters it was just a hard foul, and even said she didn't think Carrington meant to hit her across the neck, but that the ejection was still the right call. Fans could not believe it. How do you watch a flagrant 2 connect with someone's neck and say it wasn't on purpose? Meanwhile, over on the Chicago side, Coach Tyler Marsh tried to stay out of it entirely. He claimed he hadn't even seen the replay yet, said he figured Carrington was just going for the ball, and didn't think it deserved a flagrant. And when someone brought up the social media post, he said he'd just heard about it, and that they'd deal with it internally. Classic damage control. And just when you think the night couldn't get any messier, the officials somehow found a way to make it worse. In the third quarter, Caitlin Clark picked up a technical foul that made absolutely no sense. But here's the real kicker. It was her 8th technical of the entire season. And that number matters, because it automatically triggers a 1-game suspension.
He's way over over her head when it comes to this job. She needs to go back to being head coaches of teams that nobody really gives a damn about. And it's that simple. Take a listen to Stephanie White defending DiJonai Carrington. This is disgusting. If I'm Sophie Cunningham, I'm pissed. My mouth was bleeding. She tried to take my head off, and you at the podium talking about, oh, you don't think it was on purpose. What?
And also there was, for Steph, there was Sophie's flagrant foul from DiJonai. Just what was your reaction to that? And just your thoughts on what happened?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a hard foul. I don't think that DiJonai intentionally came out to get her across the neck.
What are you talking about? What are you just have your team's back, bruh. When do you have your team's back, Stephanie? You're immediately coming in defense of
get her across the neck like she did. But it did happen, and I thought it was the right call. But, you know, one of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so...
Bro, all that, none of that is necessary. We don't give about none of that. We don't give up about none of that. You could save that. We don't care about that. You are supposed to have Sophie Cunningham's back. You up here.
Turns out, the tech came from a bizarre claim that Clark made contact with a referee while getting shoved out of bounds. Just another chaotic officiating call in a night already full of them. And it had people worried about how this would look on the league's next big broadcast. Clark, staying remarkably calm through all of it, finally addressed the situation in a post-game interview. She said the referee claimed she ran into her, but Clark made it clear she'd already reviewed the footage herself, and there was nothing there. No contact worth calling, nothing said, nothing intentional. She simply said she trusted the league to look at it and make the right call. Even Stephanie White, who had just defended Carrington's hit minutes earlier, admitted this technical was flat out wrong. Luckily, the league office saw the writing on the wall. Just hours after the final buzzer, the WNBA officially reversed Clark's technical foul, wiping away the suspension before it could even happen. But by then, the story had already spiraled. Between the vicious hit, the social media firestorm, and a technical foul that never should have happened, the league had completely lost control of the night, and everyone was talking about it.
Girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, but she's claiming white privilege, and she like, man, get up out of here, man. This is a bozo affair. This is a bozo affair. You up here defending it.
The things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so I don't oppose the hard foul. But I also don't think that she intentionally went for the net.
This is the lady that is supposed to be representing the team.
Okay, you grabbed Sophie right after. What was your view of the play, and of course, why did you choose to do that?
I mean, just to protect me. That's it. I got my teammate back always, so just to get out the way.
She said, just to protect Sophie, I got my teammates back. I wish we had a coach that had our back. I wish y'all had a coach that had y'all back. Stephanie White is up here defending this girl.
Gotta ask about her response. She went in and she got on social and said white privilege after her getting
Who did this?
DiJonai did. Any response to that?
No, I don't know anything about that. But no response.
Oh, no. Oh, now you don't got nothing to say because you look real fucking stupid right now. You look real fucking stupid right now. Oh, now you don't got nothing to say. You was just bragging about this girl 30 seconds ago. Now you don't got nothing to say. Well, she ran on social media talking about white privilege. Now you quiet. Why you so quiet now? Why are you so quiet now, Stephanie? Like, come on, bro. This is what I'm saying. This lady is not fit for leadership. She's not fit for leadership at all. At all. Now you don't have nothing to say. When they talk about the white privilege stuff, she wanted to run and say, but,
What we just watched wasn't just a basketball game. It was a complete breakdown of everything happening behind the scenes in the WNBA, and honestly, nobody's fully recovered from it yet. Let's step back for a second and really think about what went down here. A brutal, targeted hit that left a star player crumpled on the floor. A locker room confession turned public accusation, tossed onto social media within minutes, dragging race into a conversation the league desperately wanted to avoid. A head coach who, instead of protecting her own player, basically handed the other team a pass. And then, right in the middle of all that chaos, the officials somehow found a way to make things even messier by slapping the face of the league with a technical foul that shouldn't have existed in the first place. This wasn't one bad moment. This was layer after layer of tension finally cracking open in front of millions of people. And the scary part, a lot of fans are saying this has been building for a while, that this game just happened to be the night everything spilled out into the open. Think about Sophie Cunningham for a second. She didn't back down, didn't play the victim, and didn't let anyone twist the story into something it wasn't. She addressed the accusation head-on, admitted her own past mistakes, and made it clear she wasn't going to let this become bigger than what it actually was. That takes guts, especially with cameras and reporters waiting for her to slip up. Then there's Caitlin Clark, who somehow stayed composed through an officiating mess that could have cost her a suspension over something that barely even happened. She didn't scream. She didn't demand anything. She simply said she trusted the tape and trusted the league to fix it. And a few hours later, they did. But let's be honest, the fact that it got that far in the first place says a lot about how shaky things are behind the scenes right now. And we can't ignore the coaching angle either. When your own player takes a hit like that, fans expect you to have her back completely. No hesitation, no soft language, nothing. Instead, what we got left a lot of people questioning where loyalties actually stand inside that locker room. Was it professionalism? Or was it something fans just aren't going to forget anytime soon? Here's the bottom line. The WNBA is being watched closer than ever right now. Every foul, every post, every coach's comment is getting picked apart in real time. The old school keep it in-house mentality doesn't work anymore, not when everything ends up online within minutes. This league is growing fast, and growing pains like this are apparently part of the deal. So now it's your turn. Do you think the league needs to come down hard on Carrington for this? Do you think Coach White's comments were a genuine take, or a total betrayal of her own player? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over. If this breakdown kept you hooked from start to finish, do me a favor, smash that like button, drop a comment with your honest opinion, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next big WNBA controversy the moment it happens. Trust me, after a night like this one, there's more coming.